Forgive me if you will, I'm sure you will. I was going to do a video on Friendships Day, that can wait. I think it needs a bit more thinking about. Today is a bit more significant because it marks the end of 1/3 of the challenge. And actually it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because last week marked a quarter, this week marks a third, and then really I'm entering no man's land, squirrel there. That'll be significant in a minute. Loads of them out today. We'll talk about that in just a minute because it's what I've been thinking about. So we break everything down, don't we? And it's easy in the first few weeks or when it divides up easily, but next week is week 5 of 12. I can't divide that up equally. So I end up in no man's land, really, no marker. Obviously the next significant one, 2 weeks today, will be a halfway point. That's a really significant point. But this following week, it doesn't really mean anything that I can break down easily. I'm also super determined not to get lost today up here. The next 4-week block is the middle block of the 12. And these squirrels, I've never seen them like it up here. They're super active. They're really busy doing what squirrels do. I don't know if they hibernate. You can let me know in the comments below whether squirrels hibernate. But they're doing whatever squirrels do at this time of year. It's a stunning autumn day, without any shadow of a doubt today. But it is getting colder. Clocks went back last night, so you're going to get darker nights. And they're doing whatever it is they do to get ready for the winter. Winter's coming. I think that's something from Game of Thrones. Never watched an episode. That's a lie, actually. Watched one episode when we were in Split, where they filmed a lot of it. We just thought it was a bit weird. Anyway, nobody taught the squirrels to do whatever they're doing. It's sort of inherent, and I know that what's coming for us in the last 4-week block of this is going to be brutal, not just physically and mentally for the challenge, but also at work at uni. Believe it or not, I've immediately got lost. Oh, it's your fault. Every time I talk to you guys, I get lost up here. So at uni, we don't get half terms. We don't get reading weeks like most unis do around about week 8. We literally go straight through. Start week 1, we finish in week 12, ready for Christmas. So really what I've got to do, I've got, I think, a bit like a squirrel, over the next 4 weeks, I've got to try and have a really good think about what time and energy I can save where, not just for me, but for students and Bex and everybody else. What can I do to make this more efficient with my time, mentally and physically? So throughout the week, there are nasty moments, really, like the Wednesday run. Whoa. Sometimes, you know, just putting on your trainers and getting out the door is all you need to do. The Wednesday runs, my God, they're really challenging to get through the entire run. It's only 30 minutes, but it's a rough estimate. I guess I'm doing maybe, 10, 12 hours of training a week around my usual week. And so far it feels pretty good. I've got to this point, 1/3 of the way through. I'm feeling pretty consistent. I'm feeling really strong right now. Good park run yesterday, etc., etc. But it isn't going to stay like this. Weather's going to change. Things are going to get tiring at work. So if I'm trying to think like a squirrel, I think the best thing for me to do is not think about the training I'm doing, it's thinking about the bits when I'm not doing stuff and be just a little bit more focused on those times. You know, when I have downtime, make it really, really valid and worthwhile. See, you caught me out there. Wow. It's so easy to be distracted from downtime and not make it really downtime. Grabbing a phone or, I don't know, doing whatever it is you do with that time is easily wasted. Here we go again. You're about to see that view again of the Gordano Valley. Should look beautiful today. Whoa. Sketchy. Here we go, ready? Oh, there it is. Stunning. Let's get you right up high so you can see. Oh, look at that. You can see the estuary that way, Portbury Docks that way. Always worth a pause. I'm intrigued by this pathway. I want to know more about it, whether that is going to be a bike path. So as much as I'm aware of like years and decades and things like that, I'm also aware of the little chunks of time, like 4-week blocks for this challenge, but also like within training sessions. You know, when I'm halfway through, I've done 3 sets of whatever, and I'm like, right, over the hill, I think I need to be a little bit more aware of the time I'm spending not doing stuff and making use of that. You know, when I'm on the bus, often I'm doing some research or thinking of ideas and kind of being productive, in inverted commas. But actually I think what I need to do is just spend a bit more time not doing anything at all and being a bit more concerted about that time. For example, this run could easily have not made a video whilst I was running, and all the productivity hacks will tell you to try and stack things, and that's true, but actually, you know, when I go out and do my 30-minute run, I literally just go and do my 30-minute run. No music, no film, no camera, nothing, just get it done. And I think those times on the bus or when I'm having my lunch, I need to be a bit more like a squirrel, just be super prepared for what's to come, conserving energy, building habits like pre-making my lunches on a Sunday ready for the week. Might only save 5 minutes, but you know, that's quarter of an hour over the week, right? And I can have that block of 15 minutes in a bigger chunk, and I think that's more useful, more significant. So whilst I'm heading into no man's land next week, I think that'll be the focus for the next 4 weeks, really. It's just trying to get habits in place, preparing for the final 4 weeks, just seeing how efficient I can be in making sure my downtime is effective, and super kind of aware of what I'm doing in that time. Anyway, that's it. Another one done. These videos are challenging to do every day. In my head when I've done the workouts, that's the end of it, but there's always a video to be made. But I said I'd do it. I'm doing it. Anyway, have fun going into no man's land. Cheerio.